guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Diana with the Paper Pineapple. Today we are going to be working on a fall themed card. So let's get ready to make stuff. So we're going to go ahead and start off with a black card. This measures 6.5 by 10 inches and you score at 5 inches. We're going to need a white mat for the inside of your card. And this measures 4 3/4 by 6 1/4. And then you're going to need a white mat for the front. And this mat right here, it measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then you're going to need two cream pieces for the front. This is where you're going to add the sunflower on, and these measure, you're going to need 2 of these in cream. These measures 2 by 4, and I'm going to go ahead and link in the description the file that I used for the sunflower. And you're going to need to cut out 2 of these in yellow, whatever yellow you choose. So we need 2 of these, and then you're going to need 1 in dark brown to do the outside center. And then you're going to need 1 in just a regular brown in that color. And the actual SVG file that comes with this doesn't come with the leaves. So the leaves I actually went on Cricut, and I had one purchased already that was perfect. So if I were you, I would just Google, like in the Google search, free leaf file, and I'm sure tons of leaves will pop up, and you just download one of those and upload it on your cutting machine, on your Silhouette or your Cricut. And so you just cut out 2 of these in green, whatever green color you want to use. So this is what concludes for your card, and it's pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and grab my adhesive. I'm just going to show you really quick how to assemble it's pretty straightforward. To do the sunflower, you just want to make sure that you add this on top of here like so. And so I'm just going to get my glue, my adhesive, pick me up, and okay, so I use my little art glitter glue. And it's precision bottle. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get your glue, and you just want to put a little bit of glue in the center. And the thing you do here is make sure that you have them so that they go in between the petals, so that there's no so that you can't see through the petals. So one on top of the other like so. Then you want to go ahead and add the brown to the middle. You want to make sure that it's centered. Just press down. And for this part right here, I'd like to put a little dimension on this. Actually, you know what? I totally missed a step here. For the sake of the video, I'm just gonna do this. Because actually what I wanted to do is I wanted to put dimension to this. So let's pretend that I didn't glue it down. Okay, so you want to add dimension on the bottom. I remembered that that's why I brought this dimensional tape out. Was for this purpose. So you don't want to do what I just did. Okay, so you want to just go ahead and put the dimension on top of the, like so. There we go. Okay, you want to add dimension so that you don't have the petals flat. Okay, this is just for the sake of the video because I already have one already made. And then what you want to do is you want to add dimension on this piece right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece here so it's a little too big for the center. Okay, and then you just want to center this on the top to give it more dimension, like so. And for this part right here, I'd like just to get something round, and I just like to curl the edges, but I think I'm going to save the curling for later, because what you actually want to do, so I already had one already made. That was just to show you how to put the pieces together, but it looks like this. This is an actual completed one. So I put the dimension tape in between the two petal cutouts, and then I put a dimension in between the brown. You could add another piece if you want at the bottom. I had an extra, so I just put it on top of that one. So let's go ahead and adhere our pieces together for our card before we add our sunflower. So let's go ahead and add our matting in the center. Just gonna put this here. So this is for the inside mat. Kind of wanna eyeball it there. Okay, so that's the center mat, and then this is the front mat. I'm going to go ahead and put it in like so. Go ahead and add adhesive. My ATG gun, you could use double-sided tape, you could use wet glue if you'd like, whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, and then you just want to center this like so. Okay. Then you want to go ahead and add your two cream pieces, and you want to put one like this and one like this. I need to change out my blade. Seems kind of it looks like it's getting kind of dull. So I want to do that, and then before I do that, I want to make sure that I have enough space for my sentiment. Now I am going to be using this little stamp set I got this from Target, from the bullseye little section in Target, and this is only $3, and I got it like two years ago, and it has Together and Thankful. So I wanted to use this one in the center. I want to make sure that I have enough space in between. So on these here, you want to add some dimension to the cream pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of this dimensional tape. I actually purchased this dimensional tape, I want to say from the Dollar Tree, but I know the 99-cent store has them as well, and I always pick up a pack because it always seems like I always run out of it. So it's definitely a good buy, and I like it that it's already pre-cut for you. So then I measure out how far I want. I want to make sure that my sentiment fits in the middle, and it does. Okay, so we got those pieces. Now we're ready to add the sunflower. Now the sunflower, we're going to go ahead and add this one, the one that I had already pre-made. This one was just for demonstration purposes. So this is the part that's kind of tricky. So you'll have to look underneath. You'll see the little sandwich of little the pop-up tape. You want to make sure that you get in between the two, because you have two pieces on here and then you have one in the center. And then what I like to do is I like to get some long big scissors, and I want to cut in the middle of this petal in between the two pieces of dimensional tape. So I just carefully get my scissors and cut very carefully all the way through, like so. And then you'll get these two pieces like this. And then you just want to glue one on this side and one on that side. So for this piece right here, you can just add regular glue. You don't want to add glue to the petals because we're going to curl some of the petals. So I want to make sure that I get it kind of centered. You want to go a little bit below the piece right here, the cream piece right there. Kind of center it like that. And then if you have an uneven piece on your little circle, you can snip the little uneven piece. It's a little uneven. So you want to make sure that you just add your glue. Remember not to do the petals. And then you want to just kind of center so that the center is in the middle. And you want to move it up a little bit so you can't see the cream on the lip of the edge. So you got that. You want to go ahead and let that dry a little bit. And this is the part where I get my edge of the petals, and I like to just curl them up a little bit just to give it a little more dimension. So you start with the tip and you just roll towards the center like so. And you give it that 3D look. Get the idea. Curling the petals, and it just gives it a little extra texture, a little more pop to your card. It looks very realistic. You could just use a pencil or a pen or anything with the round shape to curl in your petals. And so you got this so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and use thankful. You can use any other sentiment that you would like. Maybe you could say, you could put thank you or together or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and use the Ranger's Archival ink in coffee. I'm going to go ahead and saturate my stamp here, and then I will give it a test. Make sure that when you do stamp, you don't want to rock it. I got a little piece there, and I don't want that on my card. So maybe it's pretty ugly, but it gives me a little bit more stability. And that's way better stamp. So just like to practice just before I do it on my card and make sure that I have this nice and saturated. Okay, so now I'm ready to use it on my card. I like to center this like this and put it in the center and just stamp it. And I got a nice clean stamp. Okay, so that looks great. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now I'm going to add my leaves. Now for the leaves, sometimes they're a little big to tuck. This one actually doesn't look too bad, but I like to cut them in anyway, just so that I can tuck them in a little further. And I put a little bit of glue on the edge. I like to tuck it under here. Like so, and then I'll cut this one. I'll cut this leaf as well. Put a little glue. And this one I'm going to tuck it in here and curve it out like that. And then just push down. Then you got your leaves there. Card's almost done. What I want to add to this now are a little bit of bling on it. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of these little clear crystal rhinestones. I'm going to use these enamel dots. They look kind of like, they're kind of clear, but they kind of have like a yellow tinge to it. These are enamel dots from Parker Lane. I believe it's from Joann's. And I'm going to use these little adhesive, these jammies from the Paper Studio. I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to use this yellow one to match the yellow of the flower. So I'm just going to do this top left corner. Got a little bit of glue there. Just going to use my little pick-me-up tool. And there we go. Go ahead and add one of these little enamel dots. And add it on this leaf. And I'm going to use this little jemmy. I just feel like the yellow just ties in with the yellow of the sunflower, and just add it on there. And that completes our card, guys. It's super easy. And then I'll leave it in blank inside, so whenever I send it out to someone, it could, you know, be an open sentiment. So that's it, guys. This is the card. I hope you guys like it. If you guys like the video, give it a like, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next crafty video. Bye, guys.